Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. My name is Rose. And today I just wanted to do a check-in and kind of just sit down and talk to you guys. I've been under a lot of extreme stress lately and putting a lot of pressure on myself. As a result, I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown a couple of days ago. I wanted to just kind of sit down and do a life update with you guys and kind of share some of the things that I have decided to do moving forward and some ways that I basically coped with the breakdown and the panic attack and everything that came with it. I also wanted to share with you guys my plans with brands moving forward and kind of talk a little bit about my media kit. So if you want to hear how I manage to cope and ways that I deal with stress, then just make sure to keep on watching. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe. I put out content weekly, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Also, make sure to check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop on into the video. So I don't really know how to even open up this kind of a video. You guys know I am mainly a makeup channel and I've kind of been slowly venturing into sharing a little bit more about my life. I did a video opening up about my addiction not that long ago and I will list it in the cards for you guys. So I want to always keep that open line of communication with you guys, and I don't really ever want to kind of hold things in, especially things that are detrimental to my sobriety and to my health, and maybe it could possibly help somebody else. So those of you who know, I work a full-time job. I work 4 10-hour days at the corporate Amazon building here in my city. It is a very stressful job and it's a very long and hard job. I have to be on my feet for 10 hours a day. So as a result of being at work for 10 hours a day, it really kind of limits my ability to post as frequently and film content and just create content as frequently as I once used to, or as much as I would like to and hope to do. Me and my husband are also business owners and we have a landscape and tree removal company. And as you guys know, I recently got monetized over here. So this is another income driving source for me. And I'm trying to, you know, take it more seriously. It's not that he didn't take it seriously before, but I'm trying to just kind of open up more and share more behind the makeup. I mean, it'll always be a makeup channel, but I just kind of want you guys to get a feel of who I am behind the lens, so to speak. Since diving into the social media realm about 1.5 years ago, it has been such a blessing and such a wonderful experience and a wonderful journey for me thus far. Granted, we all have our ups and downs with it, and you win some and you lose some, and we all have struggles and we all get discouraged, which is essentially what kind of had happened to me. So what had happened was the other day, I wake up each day and working the full-time job, I'm really only able to try to create content for my social channels on my days off. Now, thankfully, I have 3 days off from my job, but there's just not enough time in each day to try to maintain my Instagram platform where I'm at 13,000 followers and try to maintain relationships with brands and get posts up for brands at a certain time, and then trying to film videos here, and then I'm trying to be a wife and cook and clean at home and cater to my husband, and then spend time with my family and my son, and then working. I mean, it kind of got to me the other day. It got to be too much because I just put an overwhelmingly amount of pressure on myself to try to essentially do so many things in one day's period of time, and it's unrealistic expectations. Basically, I put way too much on myself in fear of, like, I'm gonna let my audience down or I'm gonna let people down. And I know that this isn't true because you guys are absolutely amazing, super supportive, super patient. It would happen more so with my Instagram, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, or a silver lining to this cloud that had happened. As soon as I opened my eyes that morning, 1,000 different things started running through my head on, oh, you better post this, and oh, you better film this, you better, do that reel for that brand and this and that, and it just got to be too much on me. Basically, I had almost like a nervous breakdown. I was crying, I couldn't breathe, I was having a panic attack. Usually I do pretty well at working very well under extreme stress and extreme pressure. It's kind of instilled into me from my job that I've worked and being in management for the past 8 years, and I usually do really well with it. Well, just that day, I caved in and I caved under pressure. It just kind of got to be too much. I'm just putting too much on myself, and this is in no way like saying that you guys and by any means put any of this type of pressure on me. I do this to myself. It's a battle within myself that I am still learning how to try to essentially balance. I was freaking out, and as a result of all this amounted pressure that I put on myself, I just crumbled and I was crying, bawling mess. So what I ended up doing to kind of cope and deal with that extreme pressure and the stress that I had built upon myself and was building and building and building. Don't get me wrong, like the brands and stuff, I've had some amazing opportunities come my way. Like I literally have so many different PR packages. There's some more, and I have, the thing is there's no obligation to post for these brands. I'm so extremely fortunate and so grateful for these opportunities and these things that have been arising and brands wanting to work with me and to kind of partner with me. But my time is very valuable, as all of our time is valuable. And that was kind of the tipping point, honestly, that kind of led to my breakdown. I was already under extreme pressure and extreme stress that day. And when I went to the post office, there were 3 PR packages that came in the mail, and it just was the tipping point. So what I ended up doing, because I have to always keep my recovery first and my mental health always need to come first over anything. So I went home, and to try to decompress, first things first was I reached out to sober support because my recovery comes first and I don't want to ever jeopardize that. And by being under stress is a huge trigger for a lot of people in recovery. So I reached out to some sober support, and then I just kind of took a step back from everything that day, all my social medias, even though I had already, it was still a battle in my mind that I had to do 1,000 different things when it comes to my social media channels, and then just constantly trying to maintain my Instagram. As a result, my channel has gotten neglected, and again, I am monetized over here. It is such an amazing opportunity and an accomplishment for me, and the fact that I did get monetized, and it's getting neglected as a result of just trying to focus too much on just my Instagram. So what I ended up doing was I took a step back and I just kind of laid in my bed and I listened to some quiet, soothing meditation type of music, just like the ocean and like rain and just different kind of soothing sounds to really kind of try to soothe and comfort myself from within, because I was, to the point where I couldn't breathe, and it was a very scary place to be. I did manage to push through. I just, instead of having all this different content and things that I've, felt obligated to post for these brands that has sent me packages, I just posted what I wanted to post that day. And I have since decided to go ahead and try to make a schedule for posting on my Instagram, kind of like I do over here. So I get one video up a week over here, and you guys are very content with that. I know quite a few of you have told me do not put any extra pressure on myself, which is one of the other reasons why I wanted to kind of make this video and keep that open line of communication with you guys. So I have since decided on Instagram to post 5 days a week. What I'm trying to do again today, because again, I have been just under a lot of extreme stress lately, And what I've been trying to do today and what I did the other day when I had my breakdown is not only try to just meditate and take a step back from the social media and the Instagram, because again, it's definitely not anything to do with my YouTube. You guys are amazing. I'm not over here as frequently and as much as I am on my Instagram, because I'm a very consistent poster on my Instagram, to try to even cut back from 7 days a week, which is every single day, which is a lot on one person, on top of working my full-time job and just trying to balance my personal life and my work life and my business life and my social medias. It is a lot on one person. By trying to cut it back down to 5 days a week with my one video a week over here, we're just gonna see how well things go. So when I notice that I'm starting to now get stressed out because of the name change and the kind of stop and the halt in the growth over there, which of course my mind wants to go to, oh, well, it's because you changed your name and now people don't know who you are and you were so known for the Passionate Panner name. So I'm very conflicted on the inside. Like, part of me wants to go back and just change it back to Passionate Panner. So again, these are just some things that I've been doing and trying to help cope with the pressure and the stress that I've been putting on myself. So meditation is a big one for me. Just kind of unplugging from all my social medias is what I really need to do. I'm going to just take a whole day, which will probably be tomorrow, and to just unplug and kind of take some time for myself. I'm going to go get my nails done and kind of do something that I want to do that is not related to social media. Another thing I like to do is I will take my dog and I go for a walk. So I like to walk her over to the lake and just get some fresh air, kind of read a book while I sit there. Exercise is really great. And the biggest thing for me to kind of help and deal with any kind of pressure or stress is communication. So talking about it, talk to somebody. Don't hold that stuff in. It is very toxic and it can make you physically ill for a reason, because it's negative feelings and emotions stirring around inside of you. So for me, the biggest coping method that I have is definitely communicating, and communicating it with people who support you and understand you and just want the best for you. Like I said, there was a light at the end of the tunnel of all of this. I'm still like in the midst of it right now, what I'm trying to push through it, and that's why I wanted to film this video and kind of share this with you guys. It will help me, and again, I'm hoping that it can possibly help somebody else. So my plans in the future moving forward with brands, I plan to utilize my media kit. So if you don't know what a media kit is essentially a resume, if you will, for brands. You want to have a couple different pages. I recommend no more than 3. You want to put a little bit about yourself on there, the demographics of your audience, your engagement rate, and then your rate that you are willing to charge the brands for posts or videos or just any type of your content, because creating content is essentially a full-time job, and for a lot of us content creators, it is our full-time job. Now, it's not my full-time job yet. I still work a full-time job, which is why it's so extremely stressful on me, which is why I just kind of want to know my worth and make sure that I am being recognized and appreciated for the hard work that I put into my content, because it is a lot of work that goes into it. I created my media kit a couple months ago and I was afraid to use it, I guess in fear of rejection from brands. Fearful of rejection from brands, fearful that they wouldn't be willing to pay me my rate, and hey, that's okay. There's definitely going to be some brands that are not going to want to pay my rate, and that's totally okay. Hey, we don't have to work together. There's plenty of other influencers who will gladly take that product in free for an exchange gift review basis, but for me, with my crazy schedule moving forward, it is just the best thing that I can really do for myself right now is to 100% fully start utilizing my media kit to its fullest capabilities. I'm very proud of the way my media kit looks, and you can create your own media kit. You just need a couple simple things. You can create one on Canva. That is where I created my media kit. I will insert an image of the one that I picked off of Canva and basically built my kit around. I'll insert an image of one of the pages of mine so that you can kind of see what it looks like. And then on the second page, I like to include my demographics of my audience, my engagement rate, and the links to my social media channels, whatever they may be. You want to list those and link those to make it really as easy as possible for the brands when they are looking at your media kit. You know, make it aesthetically pleasing and make it you know, kind of create it and shape it into what you essentially want to be known for and represented for, because again, it's basically like a resume of yourself for brands. Yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna start doing, is utilizing and using my media kit. I just got to stop being so fearful of rejection and fear of the unknown. And same thing with my Instagram. You know, I'm afraid because I'm not growing anymore because of the name change, and just all of these things are really have kind of compiled up on top of each other, and it's just beginning to, you know, it's gotten to be a lot on me. It's just been a very stressful week. I figured this would be a great video to kind of help you guys see that, hey, you know, I'm human and we all suffer and deal with stress and cope with it in different ways, and maybe my way can possibly help one of you. I just wanted to say thank you so much for your continued support and for continually being here. I plan to do my blush declutter coming soon. I will be working on that probably next weekend when I have my next days off. I'm super excited because blush is just the thing right now. And speaking of PR, let me know if you guys are ever interested in any kind of unboxing videos of PR. I would be more than happy to do some unboxings with you guys. I do plan to do a video doing an unboxing of my Glossy box. I'm really excited about that opportunity and been working with Glossy box. And I also plan to create another video on tips and how to get recognized and brand recognition and PR influencer strategy type of video coming soon. I definitely have lots more content in store, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for always being patient, always being kind, and for all of your guys' continued support. That's basically everything for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. Subscribe and leave me a comment down below. And until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye!